going on?
Yeah, we're back, baby. We're back. This is how long has it been since we did episode 84?
Well, in the year 2025, whites and blacks weren't supposed to be together. So,
It's still not supposed to be together.
we're bringing it back. 2026. What's going on? It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've had a lot going on. You've had a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
So it'll be good. We'll be a little bit more frequent with this every week. So that's
Yeah.
excited to be for that and kind of go from there. But how you been?
Yeah, man. I called you to the front of the congregation, man. I know that there's a lot going on in the world, but I know that like your work schedule is kind of crazy. So I watched this movie. Like, first of all, I could not get to sleep until after like 3. And then I woke up at 5 and could not go back to sleep and still have not been back to sleep since.
No shit. You usually take naps.
Yeah, usually. But I decided to watch this movie called, I guess it's like a sequel to Sicario. And like, you go online and they got this whole article about how great this movie is doing on Netflix, and then I go to Netflix and it's like, well, we're not showing you this film. And it's like, oh, well, this film is doing great worldwide, but you can't watch it in the United States. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna look, for some other movies to watch. And I ended up looking at this film, End of Watch. And I'm like, wait a minute, have I seen this before? And then it was like feeling real familiar, and and I'm watching it, and then I'm watching it some more, and then the end comes, and like toward the end, the dude like says, hey, my wife is pregnant, and hey, something will something happens to me, I'll take care of your wife and your kid, and you could tell like they're not just partners, like as far as in the LAPD. You can tell that when they say brother, they actually mean it. Now, the first time I watched this film, I did not give a fuck about you. I'm just gonna tell you that like straight out.
That's
right?
crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
But I watched this film, man, and I gotta tell you, man, like when they were like going to each other's weddings, and the dude gets pregnant. I mean, obviously,
the dude
I'm
gets
not.
pregnant. That's crazy.
No. He gets his girl pregnant. Like he says, his girl is pregnant. His wife. Anna Kendrick is just. And the thing is, I didn't realize that was probably the first time we saw Anna Kendrick. Right. Mm-hmm. What's up, Almy and Pro Usual? So like it's like the first time like I'm really seeing this, right?
Yeah.
And like really remembering it, and then like having them talk to each other about what would happen if like something happened to your wife, what happened to me, and then find out that they had the hit out on them because of Laime or whatever, and then like that ambush at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that was a crazy scene.
Oh,
that was
man.
a crazy scene. Now you just saw the movie. It's been a bit since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's actually funny because you called me on the phone. We were talking about it because I've been seeing a bunch of like clips and stuff on my YouTube feed from End of Watch popping up, and I'm like, like that's a movie emotionally. I'm like, I gotta be in the mood for it, right?
Yeah.
I gotta be really, really wanting to watch it. But yeah, man, like there was some crazy scenes in that movie, and I think that what did you say that it kind of ties into some conversation you'd probably want to have with what's going on in the world right now?
Yeah. I mean, there is, but I just wanted to say, man, like, I'm watching this movie, and the way that you could tell that they were like really like brothers.
Yeah.
The first person that popped up into my head was you.
Damn.
And so, like, you see them go through, they're getting ambushed. They got the choppers trying to chop them down. They get caught up in the back alley, and dude catches one, and then the other dude ends up yo, I'm putting this up. I know this is that's just wild.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, you definitely need to go see a
Yo,
proctologist.
that's some hemorrhoids.
For real, man. Like, I don't know. Like, colon cancer's hitting young people. Yo, don't fuck around with that.
Damn.
But man, like after the one that plays Kiki Camarena in Narcos, like the Hispanic, the way he gets lit up and does the bullet dance and falls on top of his, it hurt my heart, man. And then I'm thinking like, damn, like what if something happened to me or something? I immediately, like, I was on the verge of tears, and I text Joe, I was like, dude, are you around? Because like I just couldn't sit there. I couldn't sit in that. I had to let you know, dude, I appreciate you. Because a lot of times people only like really let you know how much they care about you when you can't hear them anymore and you're laying in a wooden box.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And you're wearing a suit that you don't normally wear. And it's like, wait, I don't even recognize this guy, right?
Yeah.
And there are so many things that happen that I see that remind me of the people that I like really, really appreciate. Like I was watching this one channel about basketball, and for whatever reason, I did not understand that these two things went together. But Kobe Bryant and my father died on the same day, 4 years apart.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, I remember it was January 2020, and I was never a Kobe Bryant fan. And I'm not gonna pretend. Pretend like I was. I was never a Kobe Bryant fan. That he was the epitome of the hero ball era, and I hated the hero ball era. Mm. But the way that happened with the fucking
the helicopter
and his daughter and all those people.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Man, and the thing is, I cried like a fucking baby when Kobe died, and I was not even a Kobe fan. And then I didn't put two and two together, but they died on January 26th, my father and Kobe Bryant. 4 years apart.
Dude, it is crazy because like I saw the Kobe Bryant memorial, like when he had MJ speak and stuff like that. That popped in my feed about a month ago, I think.
Yeah,
I watched that stuff. I don't know why sometimes I watch that type of stuff, but it was like, damn, like this is like tear jerking type stuff.
Yeah, man. And I want to know what a gay man beard is. I want to know what a gay man beard is, because
I mean, listen.
I don't want no part of that. That's crazy.
That's kind of crazy. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. But what is a gay beard? I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I'm from New York City. Where are you from, Cap?
I'm from just Foxborough.
So. Yeah, we'll just call it Foxborough.
Yeah.
But man, like it really got me thinking about some things that I've had on my mind for a while, and we haven't really been able to talk about it on the podcast for a long time.
No, man, life.
We're talking about policing in the United States.
Yeah.
Straight up policing in the United States. I'm gonna go there. I've always been, hey, welcome from India. Sometimes we do on the MMA show, we get some of the Indian MMA fans that come through. Welcome. So I a few months ago, I kind of went into a rabbit hole. And I think I talked to you about this a little bit on the phone, but I wanted to talk to people in podcast land. I've always been pretty critical of American policing, where American policing comes from, where the profession comes from, its roots and slave catching, the whole bit. But I gotta tell you, man, I watched a lot of videos of like what is it, the lapel, the badge cameras, the body cams,
like dash cams, body cams, all that. Yeah,
that really definitely put a different perspective for me on, forget the racist fucking roots of modern policing. Forget all of that. The actual everyday police officer that goes out there and basically puts a bullseye on themselves by putting on the uniform and their utility belt and the badge. Seeing, and the thing that really made me mad is that it seemed like only the good cops get ambushed. Like the horrible cops, they're like walking around free, jumping around, happy. Yeah, we killed another nagger, right? But the good officers, they're the ones that, hey, somebody I need help, and then they pull a gun out on them, when they were just trying to help them on the side of the road or something like that,
Yeah.
So it definitely gave me a different perspective on the dangers that they face.
I mean, but I think when it comes down to it, when you get more exposure to something, you become more fully aware of the dangers that particular occupation has when it comes to policing. I think for the most part, I wouldn't have the numbers in front of me, but I think for the most part, most cops just want to do their job, serve their community, and go home every night.
Yep.
I don't think every single guy that signs up for that policing position to become a cop or a sheriff or etc. They're not like, you know what I want to do? I just want to start shooting people like they're fucking hotcakes in the middle of the street for just going 5 over. I don't think that's the case. What I think a lot of
them left the police department to join ICE. Sorry, I couldn't.
Well, and ICE is a whole different conversation with how they're conducting themselves, but I mean, we can get into that.
Yeah.
I think honestly, what would help policing, especially in America, is that if they actually had a real academy. I know there's police academies, but I mean like an actual,
like in the movies, police academy,
like an actual 2 to 4 year program of proper techniques, de-escalation. I mean, shoot, even just hands on their own weapons and getting more experience and just learning different tactics. I think what I see when I see whether it's some of these ICE guys that go off the pasture or some cops that just you can tell are poorly trained. They panic, and when you're in a fearful mindset, you make horrible decisions. And I don't know, man. I think that a lot of the mistakes that happen in policing and a lot of I mean, mind you, there's just some evil people from time to time, but I think some of those too quick to pull the trigger incidents that happen would probably happen less if there was more training. Training.
But also we kind of have to give them a little bit more credit. Mm-hmm. Most officers never pull their gun from their holster throughout their entire careers. That the vast majority of interactions, we only hear about the really horrible stuff. So it kind of sways our perception of what policing is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's see what Prophet has to say. People shouldn't be so defiant. I always comply and in compliance and never have a problem with them. I don't even get citation or any other inconvenience. Wow. That is something we hear a lot. That lacks a little bit of nuance. But what do you have to say about that, Cap?
I mean, I think for the most part, it depends. It depends on the officer that you have in that certain situation, because there's been certain police officers that I've had, and it's not like I get pulled over a ton. I'm not going to sit here and say like every day, but I've had some interaction with police officers. Yeah, here's my insurance, all this stuff, and it's pretty standard. It's by the book. But then I've had some guys that come off as complete dickheads, and they just, they use their position of power to just, lord it over you. I think if you do comply and you listen to their orders, you'll have less issues. But I would also argue, I feel like some police officers, not all, do unlawful things that should be called out on, right? Where they overreach in their power. But, I mean, is what he's saying necessarily wrong? No. I mean, if you're going to comply with the officer, you usually won't face any issues.
Usually.
But there are those circumstances, though, you can comply all you want.
And it's still not going to work out for you.
Right. And then, like, you could be reaching for your wallet, and we've seen this on these cameras, and it's like, a gun. And they just start dumping, like, they mag dump on you. Right. Yep. So that's just poor training.
I mean, we look at what happened to Philando Castile in Minnesota. They told him to put his hands on the steering wheel, so he did that. And then they said, okay, now give us your ID. And it's like, okay, you're giving me conflicting. So when he goes for his ID, like that whole thing, like you said, living in fear, right? So for me, like I've seen cops really get ambushed for no good reason. I've seen people call the cops so that they can ambush them. and I really hate what I've seen. So it kind of gives me a little bit of a different perception of just the everyday job. But
I think it's like every job though, right? You're gonna have some people that are really good at their job, and then
hold
some
on.
people
So
really
this
bad.
guy, so he just made a very critical error here. He made a very critical error. Before you comment on a situation that is very well documented, you should study the actual documentation, because Philando Castile was not being disrespectful whatsoever. In fact, Philando Castile had a registered legal weapon, and he informed the officer that he had the weapon in his vehicle and that the weapon was legal and registered, and there was no mouthing off. The officer panicked and started firing after. There's actual dash cam footage.
There's dash cam and body
There's
cam.
actual footage of this. You should go look it up. Like everything that has to do with this case is public record.
Right.
So there was no mouthing off. The officer panicked and started shooting, and Philando Castile had a 4-year-old girl sitting in the back. He was a little girl sitting in the back, and the officer is giving him conflicting commands. And come to find out, it was just reaching for the wallet, and he puts 4 in him.
Well, I mean, there was also another case. I forget.
No. But I got to say this, Cap. Look at this. Look at how the comments are coming through. I want you to see the mental fallacies that people employ. Right.
Right.
He says what? Look, he says he probably. He starts off with he probably, right? Mm-hmm. And then he switches to were you physically there? Now, you made an inference that was actually factually incorrect. Even the police are not disputing this. You made an inference about probably and kinda, should be, maybe. But then when I'm letting you know that it's a matter of public record, now you want to know if I was actually physically there. So you're allowed to just put all kinds of stuff on the victim, but I have to be physically there in order. You see how that works?
I mean, but that's just mainly when anybody's just defending their own side, they'll kind of do these type of tactics.
And we talked about this, right? We talked about this before we came up live.
Well, it's funny, and this is kind of a little bit of a sidebar. It's why me and you've had discussions about hating or extremely disliking certain channels that just fall one narrative and that's it. Like it's red versus blue, like it's a goddamn video game. I just find people that. Or
it's Crips versus Bloods.
Yeah, it's like Crips versus Blood. It's one of these things that life. There's a lot of nuance in a lot of things in life, and it's not just black and white. There's a lot of shades of gray.
Yeah.
And I think when you get lost in that wormhole of not being able to keep your mind open enough to see the other side, and I'm not really calling out Prophet here. This was actually a conversation we were having.
This is a conversation we were having before we went live, so we're not picking on you, brother.
Yeah. We were just talking about this, I'll just rip the Band-Aid off here. It's just, we were more talking about political YouTubers that if either you're full MAGA or full liberal, and there's no in between of being like, hey, some policies here from the red I like, some policies here from the blue I like. No, it's like you just got to be straight up and down. Like, you got to be have pom-poms on with Officer Tatum celebrating like people getting shot, or you got to be full Destiny where you think cops are evil and shouldn't be around in any way, shape, or form, right? So it's just it's kind of a balancing act. That it's one of the reasons why I kind of don't really care for political YouTubers in that regard, because it's just I think if you're just gonna spout off red or blue rhetoric, and you're not gonna say like, okay, maybe this other side has some valid viewpoint on this, I don't know, I really can't take you seriously.
And I do want to make this also very, very clear, right? What Prophet is saying is not inherently wrong about staying humble, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, when we talked about Philando Castile getting shot, the first thing he goes off was him mouthing off. Since when is mouthing off get the death penalty in the United States? I mean, it gets that in North Korea. You mouth off in North Korea, you get the death penalty. But what happened? Like, it's really crazy.
Shit, you don't get a bronze medal in North Korea and you get disappeared. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it's just so weird to me how everybody talks about freedom until it's like people they don't like. And then and then all of a sudden you get the death penalty if you say something that law enforcement doesn't like. That's crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
Even if Philando Castile was mouthing off, which he wasn't, since when do we get the death penalty for that in this country? You know, it's crazy.
I mean, listen, as the black conservative here for you, right? I have to ask you a question. No. So, what was that? What was the name? Oh my God, I've been so busy with work. I'm forgetting her first name, but good. The lady that was.
Oh yeah, the one that was popped by ICE earlier this week.
Yeah, she was put on ice essentially.
By ICE. What is your opinion of that whole situation?
You know, it's kind of hard because I've been working so much. It's like if I try to see news reports, like I can definitely see what I'm being fed. From what I can gather, I don't think she should have been killed. From what I've just seen.
Yeah.
Am I going to sit here and say I've looked at every single like body cam or camera angle? No, I'm just I have a.
I've seen more than I want to see.
So you've definitely seen more than I, but I think that when it comes down to it. It went to a place where it probably shouldn't have, and I think de-escalation was definitely not utilized. Because correct me if I'm wrong, was her vehicle struck from behind? Like, was it the ICE officer? Did he shoot while she was driving away?
Yeah. So he was on the driver's side, and he was trying to tell her to get out of the car. And the thing is, she's a citizen, so you don't have jurisdiction anyway.
Yeah.
And so so from what I hear, and this is where she got herself into trouble. She got herself into trouble because she was intentionally blocking ICE's right of way.
Yeah.
You know, she fashions herself as being, you know, some sort of protester or activist. Not saying that deserves to be executed.
No,
but
because we're the United States of America. We're not North Korea. So.
Yeah, so like you can make the case that she escalated the situation to a place where it should not have gone. That's just my personal opinion. I thought that the way that she was escalating it was kind of, you know, begging to get arrested.
Yeah, but begging to get arrested, not get, not like
right.
a
so
XP weekend headshot, like
he goes to reach toward the vehicle as it's clear that the vehicle is moving away. The officer is on the left side of the vehicle, not in front of the vehicle anymore, and they don't really act scared like she's gonna run them over. They don't act scared whatsoever. They're walking around the vehicle. He's got his video camera out with his phone like he's a Karen. That was a weird thing to see.
Yeah.
And then the car looks like is actually peeling off away from the officer. And you can kind of tell that that's what happens because the woman's foot gets stuck on the accelerator and continues forward after she was separated from her life force.
Yeah.
So if she was really trying to hit him with her foot stuck on the accelerator, he would have been underneath the vehicle. Yeah. But he was on the side of the vehicle firing at the vehicle as it went past him. So
yeah. I mean, it's kind of because I'm actually as we're doing this, I'm just trying to see.
I think that this is a little bit too black and white. She chose her wife over her two kids. I think that she thought that this was the United States of America and didn't expect to be put to death for blocking the road.
So I see it's like a Honda Pilot. That's the first mistake. No, but let's take it right.
Depends on the year model.
Yeah, I'm looking at the footage right now. It's not like she was like put it down to the floor. No, she definitely drove to the right of the officer there.
Yeah.
Mind you, because
the officer's on the left and she's kind of peeling off towards the right.
Right.
Yeah.
I
mean, the only thing that gets assaulted was his cell phone, but he was sticking his cell phone all up in her face.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, maybe he was trying to protect the phone.
But another problem I have, I'm just, and I have firearms. But like another problem I have is like you don't know what's past your target when you're shooting.
That is a big thing a lot of people have been talking about.
Like, that's the thing. Like, you don't know.
You don't know what's downrange.
That's actually like that's where my mind first goes, because you knew I did like military sea lift command and stuff of that nature for training and like firearm training. Like, that's where my first instinct is. So I don't really like, I'm looking at the video. I think that's asking for another possible casualty to happen.
Yeah.
There.
It's just cowboy shit. It looks like some cowboy shit to me. Like,
Yeah.
like he watched too many movies.
Yeah, it's like he watched Clint Eastwood once, and he's like, like, I got that big iron on my hip. I'm just gonna start ripping shots. I don't think that's necessarily the smartest. So I mean, my take, and just take it for what I'm some jackass on the internet. I think
this is the talking shit podcast.
We're just talking shit. I am not an informed individual. Just keep it very fucking straight on that.
Typical uneducated white man.
Uneducated white man. When it comes down to it, I think, interfering with ISIS federal agents, technically, right?
Yeah.
So interfering with federal agents and things of that nature, maybe get arrested. But do I think that he needs to, take her life over that? No, I don't. Like, if it comes down to, and this is where I think certain ICE agents and officers, and I wouldn't say military generally, every guy that I know, and I have a lot of buddies of mine that were in the military, they show a lot of restraint because they're held to a higher standard.
Every firearm enthusiast, expert, and military personnel that have talked about this have all called it a bad shoot. All of them.
Yeah, because it just, I think that first off, you don't know what's beyond your target, right? And then you could possibly take another life. And then when it kind of comes down to it, this could have just been dealt in a different way. You have her license plate number, right? You have all the information you would need. So let her drive off. Let her, like, civilly, unless she's going crazy and peeling out and just start smacking everyone up and down the road. You can find out where that person lives easily. I mean, shit with the facial recognition technology, especially, like, who that person's going to be. You can deal with that in a far better way, where maybe they face some fines or jail time, but I don't think their life needed to become forfeit at that juncture. Regardless of how you view how they protested, if they were a jackass or whatever, I'm not going to get into the minutia of that. I just think, just end of the day, a life didn't need to be taken there.
The thing, I'm a black man in America.
Are you? I thought you were white. I thought you did the reverse Michael Jackson thing. That's crazy.
Revitiligo. So the one thing that I have to say about what I saw on the video that is, once the vehicle made contact with the cell phone, I maybe it's just me being a cynic, but I gotta expect that the firearm is gonna come out at that point, because Traditionalist is right. Drawing your gun should never be your first instinct. But if we're being real, the officer didn't pull his gun first. He pulled out his cell phone like a Karen first. And when the vehicle hit the phone, I think that's when the officer kind of just went zero dark 30. You know what I'm saying? Like,
zero dark 30.
Like,
Christ. Like, it's transported into a Call of Duty mission. Yeah, I mean,
I could see why he pulled out his firearm and started shooting. I'm not justifying it. I don't think it was a good shoot for a bunch of different tactical reasons.
Right.
And maybe some moral reasons as well. But it's really, really difficult for me to look at what happened, see the vehicle slap the phone out of his hand. I mean, come on. You can't be slapping a cell phone out of the cop's hands. They'll kill you, man. Like,
I mean, listen, it shouldn't be to that point, right? Like, if you get, obviously assaulting an officer, there's that charge. But if the officer, this is what
they'll give you an assaulting officer charge if they feel the air from your breath. If your breath's stinking, they hitting you with an assaulted officer charge.
Listen, if that ICE agent was that terrified of that individual, they're
Hello
not cut
to
out
Brazil.
they're not cut out for this line of work. I'll say that very, very clearly. Like if you saw that woman and you're like, oh my god, I'm fearful for my life, you're really in the wrong business. And again, this is where I know ICE technically isn't police, right?
Well, she might be in HR.
Oh my god, might be in HR. Is that what you just said?
She might be in HR, man. You know.
That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's just you're fucking stupid. You just threw me off my game. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, it's just that ICE agent should face jail time for that easily.
But he won't.
He should,
But he won't.
I mean, and this is another problem I have, and this is probably shock you coming from me. I hate the protective measures that cops have against them.
So about to qualified immunity?
Yeah, like I hate that. I hate that because I think when it comes down to it, if you take someone's life and it wasn't justified, you should face jail time. I don't care.
But it is justified. He feared for his life.
Oh my god.
He feared for his cell phone.
If that man was that fearful of that woman, you are a pussy. I'm sorry. Like that's just
Unless she was in HR. Then she should definitely be feared.
You know what's got me fearful is this demonetization. First video back, I'm like, I didn't really cut. It's funny, right? It's funny, right? You motherfucker, you drag me back into this shit because I'm like, I really don't want to talk politics. I don't want to talk.
I don't either, but there's so much weird shit going on in the world.
I know. It's like I don't want to talk politics. I want to do this. Like, we got enough miserable. Let's have some fun. And then we're like, what's our first video back? We're talking about this shit.
Yo, this is savage.
Yo. Thought that. Yo, that's crazy.
That is the comment of the stream.
Can you favorite that for me, please?
Yeah, I already did. Even if you didn't like the comment.
Yo, that's
the comment of the stream, hands down.
That's great.
Polar Knight says, Captain Paul, I love your beard, man.
Thanks, man. So better than what that one guy, that weirdo said earlier about me and me and Evil's beard being was it gay beard or something crazy?
What did he say? What did he say?
Try to get a
go ahead, Cap.
Try to get a beard, but my girlfriend told me if I get a beard, she grow a 70s bush. Seeing what sadly can't be unseen, baby face is for me. Listen, man.
Oh, my woman, she hates it when I shave it off, but I don't want to look like I'm 42, and I don't look 42 without the beard.
Yeah, you look mad young when you're shaving.
Yeah, and like, dude, it's easier to eat it's easier to lick the kitty. It's easier to put your face into place. We're trying to keep this YouTube friendly. It's easier to put your face into place when you don't have to like go through like the jungles of fucking Vietnam during the 1960s.
Yeah, but sometimes, man, when you're digging for treasure and you hit gold, it just hits better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but usually if you go sifting for gold, it's not fucking hairy, You think the 49ers were out there in the gold rush and there's like a whole bunch of hair on their face? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, yeah, like, I know we didn't want to do like the whole thing with the with the politics, but the thing is, there's certain things that are going to like trigger conversation and then we just end up there.
Listen, man, I just say fuck it. We become like our good friend on a certain channel and just sell out. We just sell out. We say, fuck it. Listen. This is the game plan. You can be the black conservative that hates your own race, and I can be the white liberal that hates his race. And, like, he's half black. I'm half white. We are the half and half. Like, dude, we'll be the half and half podcast.
No. I got something better. We changed the channel name to Race Traders.
Bro, I like that. The Race Traders. TRT. Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yo. That's crazy. I'll claim it though. I'll claim it.
Oh shit!
That's why I'm scared of ice being at my my
Does
doors.
can the lady at home confirm or deny you eat it like a Latino?
Fuck, hold on. Oh, I'm just getting over pneumonia. You're crazy. Oh,
Yo, we gotta talk about that for a second. 'Cause I know you want to talk about Venezuela.
Yeah.
I have to talk about this. I knew that the northeastern United States was going to be in trouble. I knew that it was going to be once I heard that the researchers created the flu vaccine for the wrong strain, like they predicted it was going to be a certain strain and it wasn't that. I knew we was going to have like a bad flu season up here in the Northeast.
Oh, dude, it's been awful. It's
Dude.
been so bad.
I had not gotten sick in like 13 or 14 months. I got sick twice in 6 weeks.
Dude, I got so sick. Now this is, I started that new job in December, right? December 1st.
Yeah.
And it's been going great there, but
I'm still waiting for my free gas card, asshole.
I got you, bro. But don't maybe we'll get sponsored by them on the pod. They're a billion.
Hell no.
Yeah, they're $1 billion company, bro. I will shill gasoline and oil products. What's that? Fuck them wind turbines. Anyways,
You've been saying that, so that's not even chilling. You've been saying fuck those offshore wind. You've been saying that since forever.
Because that shit's a scam, bro. That's why. Anyways, when it comes down to it, yeah, man, I got really fucking sick, and dude, that was like probably the most sick I've been in a long time, dude. I had like a high fever for multiple days in a row. Dude, I was fucked up. And then when you were fucked up, like me, I do get sick like at least once or twice a year because,
But when you get sick, it's different.
Yeah.
Like we start like getting a little bit scared.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell my wife to call your fiance and be like, "Yo, we got to make sure Cap is okay." Because for those who are just joining us, we've been doing this shit for 4 years. Yeah. Cap is an immunocompromised cancer survivor. So whenever he doesn't get sick the way us normal people get sick. He gets sick the way gingers get sick.
That's crazy, bro. Just because I have no soul. That's wild.
You know what's really messed up?
Yo,
you did not want to say this name.
Yo.
And yo, did we not talk? Did we not refer to her just like this on the phone before we came live?
No, we did, dude. That's crazy.
Weird.
Is our phone? Our phone's like tapped. Like this is crazy. That's wild. Man,
I want to talk about this. We're gonna come back to Polar Nights on this one. I'm going to talk about some videos I've seen about Yakutia. We're going to talk about that later since you brought that up. But, sorry to interrupt, Cap. Continue, please.
No, man. But anyways, yeah, like when I get sick, I get really sick. I actually want to talk about the Scamdis Owens thing.
That's what I'm saying. I know that you... it's just weird because you were just... we were just talking about how much of a fucking grifter she is.
Well,
because we were talking about the other black grifter.
Yeah. Officer.
Yeah. Officer Turncoat.
No, but like the funny part is because I knew people that went to college with her, and bro, like it was such a massive grift. It is like you even. What did you just say on that phone call?
I said. For her to win a lawsuit where they had to admit that she was a victim. Of racial discrimination and bias, and her to come right off of winning the lawsuit.
That's crazy.
And then running right to the internet saying that there's no racism. That's crazy.
Yo, listen, I'm not even a wrestling fan, but like Vince McMahon could not write a better script than that shit. That's crazy. Like it's
the heel turn, son.
Dude, listen. They understood, and I see it from both sides of the aisle, but I get it. Like, she's like, damn, I can Like, fuck my race. I could make millions doing this. And that's what she did. I mean, that's what I'm not surprised. I mean, I've knew people around that went to school with her, and they didn't really have much great things to say. So, yeah, I mean, I guess get your bag. But anybody that takes anything she says super seriously, I think is comedic, personally.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
comedic.
Yep. Yeah, I have to say, yeah, that's some wild stuff. Yeah, I just think that
Yo, I'm done.
Also, fitness chick, I need to know who you are because
that's
if you're
crazy.
really, I need to know what you know. I need to know what kind of training you do.
Oh my god!
Because it just so happens that I'm a professional trainer in New York City. So I need to know what you train for, and if you're competing in bodybuilding, or are you a strength training type? If I look at your photo, if that is you, it looks like you do some sort of like you compete in bikini. I was about to say that. I was about to. Oh my god. I was looking. I was just like, yep, that looks like backstage at a. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
This is
That is dope. That is dope. Yeah, I'm more of a strength guy, but I've gotten more into bodybuilding in the last couple of years. But yeah, we could definitely talk about that. But yeah, it's almost like fitness chick. It's almost like you watch O'Shea Duke Jackson because he stays ragging on her for and the thing. Oh, it was really really funny video I watched from Average Man Unplugged. I got to give him a shout out. He'll never see this, but I got to give Average Man Unplugged a shout out. He put out a video. This guy put out a this guy put out a video of another white guy who does like I guess like a matchmaking show on TikTok or whatever.
yeah.
And he actually went on his platform. And he's like, I hear a lot of women, and he wanted to say black women, but he didn't want to say black women. And he's like trying to be as politically correct as he can. And he's like, yeah, so I get a lot of women that say, oh, I want a white guy. I want a white guy. And then the dude says, yes, I just want to let you know that we white guys and black guys, we're the same. White guys can be broke. White guys can cheat on you too. There's really no difference between stop. Your life is being with a white guy is not going to change your life. So you just stop coming into our inbox with this. I was just like, ugh. Oh my god.
I mean, this is just crazy.
We definitely got a Candace Owens hater in here. But for me, like, you're sitting around with the fake white guy, Fuentes.
Oh,
Fuentes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, let's go! She's trying to cause problems in your house.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I think, like, the biggest problem, right, is if we're going to talk about Candace, right?
Yeah.
The biggest problem I have just generally overall is just doing anything and saying anything just to get views. And like even utilizing whatever you think of Charlie Kirk, that's neither here nor there. But even using his death as a motive to get viral is just wild to me. And
but she's been doing that since the jump.
No, she has, right? And it's does like anybody that's followed her should definitely know that. But if I'm gonna be all the way real, it's really slimy, and I don't understand why.
But she's
like
slimy.
Yeah, I don't understand.
What were you expecting?
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't understand how a person like that can have an audience. You get what I'm trying to say? Like anybody with like decency.
Can I explain? Can I explain it to you? I'm going to explain it to you why she has an audience.
What's that?
Okay, for the same reason, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm just going to put this back up on the screen. There is a feeling since Obama got elected in 2007, 2008. He got elected in 2008, started his presidency in 2009, went 8 years, right? To 2017. Anytime anytime that a white person would say anything that a black person disagreed, they got called racist. And so you started seeing like a lot of people really getting tired of the constant race baiting from people who were happy to get a half black president. He's not even he is the half and half. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Right. So a lot of people got really upset, and they knew if they said something publicly that disagreed with a woman or a black person, or, oh my God, a black woman, they were going to be called racist. Somebody would call their job and they would, lose their job or whatever, right? People got tired of that shit. And I tried to warn people, Trump is going to be president if you keep on with this bullshit. And of course he became president in 2016.
Yeah, that's your guy.
So when the angry, silent majority finally gets people that are allowed to speak in public on certain topics like race, and they're saying the things that they want to hear, they're going to hold them up as they're going to hold them up as that, what they call those, a model minority, right? They hold them up as the model minority that they can point to and see, look, even the other nagger said it.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, listen,
right?
YouTube, he can say that, I can't, right? So I'm gonna make sure that's.
Oh wait, your wife doesn't nag you?
Yo, that's crazy.
Okay, so
it's crazy.
So
don't make
a
me
lot
slip.
of times. A lot of times people like the mouthpiece. Like I can tell you that there are a lot of people that voted for Donald Trump that don't like Donald Trump, but he's their mouthpiece. He actually says the things that they want to say in public that would cost them their job. So that's how Candace Owens that's how Donald Trump gets the votes. That's how Candace Owens gets the money.
I mean, but listen, I do understand grifting is definitely a thing, and that people profit off that. I mean, shit, like Alex.
Is that real?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, Alex Jones had a massive.
You need
following.
to save that for the Low T show.
Yeah, but like he had a massive following, so I'm not really surprised grifting makes money. I guess for me personally, I think it's kind of sad that you get to such a mindset where it's like us versus them, instead of like taking a step back, being able to look at things in a rational manner and be like, okay, I can see some positives here, I can see some negatives here.
Yeah,
and I think we're in this. I wouldn't even just say news cycle, but I would say social media cycle where hatred gets you more traction, right? And I've done that. I've done experience with that on some unknown channels, just to kind of like see like, okay, like if I say some like. If I do some crazy stuff or like say some stupid stuff, does this get traction? And sadly,
you got 5K subscribers on one throwaway channel.
Yeah, just because I was like, let me see what like is so grift with it, and I obviously deleted it because it was like, wow, this is kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's just sad in a way that people become so disenfranchised and so disillusioned,
and then the algorithm sweeps them away.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Into that thing, right? Because it's YouTube, X, or Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, any social media, like Facebook, like what you like, the algorithm will gear you towards that. They won't make you have a balanced view.
No, not at all.
I think more than ever, even though we have these supercomputers, right, at the tip of our fingertips right here, we're more ignorant than ever.
Dude.
Yeah.
You have to watch MKBHD's latest video. He did a collaboration with some, like, I don't know, some spaceman, whatever.
Yeah.
They actually covered exactly what the progression, because talk about Moore's Law, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what Moore's Law is?
No, I'm not going to even pretend I do.
Okay. Moore's Law is basically that technology will double in progress every 18 months or so. Or another like offshoot of it is that transistors will every 2 years the size of a transistor will be cut in half. So when they showed with the first transistor, that they actually showed the size of the first transistor in the first supercomputer in the 1960s, which took that one computer took up a whole room.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's
So
crazy.
they've now gotten down to like the 2 nanometer scale on like modern smartphones. And they said that if the transistors were the size of the first supercomputer, the phone, the amount of transistors that are in this iPhone,
Yeah.
the iPhone itself, in order to fit all of those transistors, would have to be the size of New Jersey.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yo, wild!
That is
You have
crazy.
to watch that video, man. Like,
Yo, send it to me. Send me to it.
yeah. Well, I watched it earlier. That shit was crazy.
So you know what? You know what's crazy though is Venezuela right now, right? Like, listen, let's just go full deep into the whole political shit. What you think about Maduro getting like swept away? And
I need your opinion first, buddy.
oh, dude, man, it's wild, right? Because when you look at Maduro history, this is such a like. Do I
You said
think
that. You said his name so white.
I did.
Maduro.
Hey, listen. Like, what do you expect, bro? I can
Yeah,
barely
you're pale as fuck.
Exactly. So that's your own fault, right? Even asking me to try to pronunciate or enunciate anything correctly, right? That's your fault. That is your fault, right? But it's a weird one because I think tactically, I'm gonna just take all like the morals out of it. Tactically, it makes sense, right? For the U.S. with Venezuela and like their minerals and oil and all that, right? And how they, China was kind of finagling their way to kind of put Venezuela in debt to them and like use their oil and stuff for their own military, right? So I guess strategically from that standpoint, it makes sense for the U.S. to kind of have a very strong interest in Venezuela because if I remember correctly, Venezuela has more oil than the Middle East.
Yeah, they currently have the largest
Yeah.
reserves that are known in the world.
Right. So I think strategically in that respect, it makes sense.
You're not going to clap back?
Oh, what's that? Gingers can't roll their R's. No, I can't clap back on a fact. But when it comes down to it, it's going to be very interesting for me to see how this plays out globally, because like the U.S. just took that man out, brought him to our country, brought him to our court system. Like, I don't know how this is going to play out, man. I think that this could either go one or two ways. It goes like, okay, like we secured, I guess, some like sources of oil and minerals and things of that nature. But what's China gonna do, right? Like, what is the world stage gonna do after the U.S. did that? That's the one I just genuinely don't know. Do I think it's? I think it could come back to bite us. But I mean, do I see in a world where this happens and nothing necessarily happens and it's more sanctions? Possibly. I don't know. I know. Listen, like geopolitical conversations are not my strong suit. But I guess from a tactical standpoint, it makes sense to take Venezuela. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a great look. But what do you think? Because
First of all, you're out here spitting some fucking facts. That's number one.
yeah,
All right, let's just call that what it is, okay? So there are several different facets to this problem.
yeah,
First of all, the United States violated the sovereignty of another nation.
correct.
They committed a series of war crimes up until the violation of that of the sovereignty of that nation, and then has the nerve to comment on United States sovereignty and all other countries. Oh, we don't want you violating our sovereignty. Well, you do it all over the world. Well, we do what we want to do for our own interests. Well, Venezuela was doing what they wanted for their own interests. So Why is it that your interests are more important than theirs? And can another country just come and snatch Donald Trump out of the White House and goes, try him? Right. So that's one part of it.
Right.
Another thing is, oh shit. So, so another thing about this is that Donald Trump did not get the requisite permission from Congress.
Yeah, that was another problem. Because if I remember correctly, I think is it only the Marines are the direct, because this happened in, I might be wrong on this a little bit, but there's one direct force, I think it's the Marines, that are directly.
Space Force.
Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. I think it's the Marines. I think that's the branch that is directly under the president's authority, right? So like when we kick off things, they usually send the Marines first because it's directly under, they don't need Congress for that. But you're right. Because didn't they send, what was it, Delta Force? So yeah.
I think they sent SEAL team.
The SEAL team. Okay. So
Yeah.
they didn't get any approval for that.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. I forgot to bring that up.
And Congress definitely.
Let me Google that.
And Congress definitely shows up later, a few days ago, and they passed a resolution to prevent something like that from happening again. And it was really tactically important for them to do that because of what you mentioned, Russia and China. When you violate the sovereignty of a country that they were aligned with, okay, they were allies, right?
Yeah.
And the United States likes to hide behind moral superiority to other countries like China, like Russia. When you go and you do what you did with Venezuela, all bets are off.
Yeah.
You can't tell Russia not to do what they're doing in Ukraine when you are just snatching world leaders out of their homes in their country. It'd be one thing if he came to the United Nations and did that shit. And they just kind of like stopped his vehicle and took him into custody. But that's not what they did. So I think that a lot of the problems, I think we've escalated. You know how they say the doomsday clock keeps ticking towards midnight? Like we're 10 seconds away from midnight. Thank you for this. I was about to go there too. Is that, China has always said under the one China policy, we can go into Taiwan anytime we want.
Yeah.
And I know that TSMC is like the real reason why the United States, if TSMC was not in Taiwan, the United States would not give a fuck about them. But, they're an issue. China is going to look at Taiwan and say, well, if you're going to do that to Venezuela, well, we're going to do this to Taiwan. Right?
Well, listen,
I know college football. I know this will happen in college football.
I mean, listen, Michigan's better than Ohio. Anyways.
So another thing is that is there, and this is where I kind of sit on the fence a little bit. Trump has been saying for a long time that this guy is a narco-terrorist. I haven't really heard that from too many other places. So they have him here in the United States now. They have a whole bunch of charges that they're going to hit him up with. At this point, since he's here, I want to see what real evidence they have, or is it going to be a kangaroo court? That's what I'm looking for.
You want my real opinion on that? I think it's most likely going to be a kangaroo
Talk your
court.
shit.
I think it's going to be a kangaroo court. I mean, why would you fucking, treat this like a Call of Duty mission to take the president of another country? Like, yo, this is straight out of not even like the good Call of Duties, like Black Ops 7. We're just going to take the president, take him, and put him in our court system and see if he's guilty.
They wall jumped him over to the United States.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's just...
Yo, and we didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk about this part.
Well, it's just...
You talk, we hate drug traffickers, but we're going to let this motherfucker out of... What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, though,
I want to hear a MAGA head explain this one away.
But I mean, let's be real though. Nicaragua had that gas. Venezuela didn't, right? So that's why. No, but I don't know, man. It's just, this is gonna be a very interesting time because strategically, military for the military wise, it does make sense. Like you're cutting off China at its knees with its oil supply. I do,
But you're not, because they got Russia.
I mean, fair, but Venezuela has far more, right? Allegedly. I mean, because it's just going to be very interesting to see how this goes. I've just, dude, because like she brought up a good point. Because if anybody is following Taiwan, like the flyovers and the aggression from the Chinese military has been even more intensive, right? And because they believe that Taiwan should be China, it should be a part of China. And does this now give China like, you know what? Yeah, Venezuela. Like, if we had nukes there, we could reach the U.S., but, like, you know what? We want Taiwan now.
Now we got the Cuban Missile Crisis all over again.
Well, but that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why some experts say, military experts say, like, why Venezuela is such a key thing, because it takes, you can reach Florida with nukes from Venezuela. So
but they can reach Florida with nukes right now.
I listen, I get you.
This ain't the 1970s.
It can be. Well, like, why can't it be? But no, I do think that I think the Taiwan thing will kick off. I think that could happen, and then we're just getting into this like where we're clicking down that World War III.
Doomsday. Yeah, that doomsday clock. Yeah.
And I don't know, man. If you've seen any of the footage with like the Ukraine war, which people, it's still kind of going on.
It's crazy.
And did the military like how warfare is done with drones and IEDs on drones, C4, dude? It's fucking wild. Like it is a type of warfare we really haven't seen. And it's stuff that, like, again, and maybe it's bad taste to have Call of Duty references into it, but it reminds me of like
this is a bad taste podcast.
Like, it reminds me of, like, those Call of Duty games, right? What was it, Ghost, where you had, like, the RCDC or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, just blowing...
No, that was Black Ops 2.
That was Black Ops 2, sorry. But it's...
they had the IEDs that you couldn't see in Ghost.
Yeah, that's right. That's what Ghost was. But it's getting to a scary point. And then no China has always... Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, the whole one China policy thing.
The one China policy. Last December, after doing 1.2 years of drugs, President was accused of election fraud, has handed over the voluntarily by the Hundo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the whole thing with the. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
You know what though? I'll say this.
Oh shit!
I am on a selfish level. I'm a little bit kind of nervous because I think you know this. I'm in the reserves for the Navy. So like I am very interested to see how.
Just tell them you have cancer.
Well, that's why I couldn't continue with the program. Was because of the health. But I stayed in the reserve, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes.
It's too interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely nervous regarding that.
Do you think the feminists are going to run off to war? They're going to like love being drafted? I mean,
no, I don't. Listen. I think you're going to have even guys saying, identifying as women to avoid.
They did that in Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it, but
they were like, "Yo, take this rifle, get the fuck out of my face." I'm non-binary. Well, you're non-leaving the country, motherfucker. Take this rifle.
Yo, that shit was wild, though. That was like the first time I think we've ever seen that shit. But yeah, man, I think we're getting to, I'm not necessarily. I don't know. I don't think this ends well for us.
Nah, yeah, and the thing is, again, what kind of moral high ground can you pretend that you have when you're taking these types of actions?
I don't think really any country truly has any moral high ground. I think that's just an illusion.
But
by
Team America World Police. I mean, they did a whole fucking South Park movie on that shit for a reason.
Yeah, but
because of the reputation of the country.
You know what's going to be interesting is the whole Greenland thing.
I was going to ask you your opinion on the whole Greenland. See, I told you it was going to end up over there.
That shit's stupid as fuck.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
That is the stupidest shit ever. Like,
and their whole thing is, well, why should Denmark have them? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I didn't expect Venezuela's president to get fucking captured overnight and fly to the U.S. New York City, right?
How about
anything's possible? But I don't see that happening. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but that'd be fucking dumb.
How about Denmark will give up Greenland when the United States gives up Hawaii? It gives Hawaii to China. How about that?
Like what? Like a trade? Yeah,
No, because like they're saying that they need Greenland so that they can, defend the North America or whatever. Well, I'm pretty sure China could use the Hawaiian Islands to defend their interests too.
Yeah, I get what I was saying. I'm just being facetious.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, listen, like I'll trade you a first round draft pick, Greenland. We'll really get.
Yeah, we need. That's why we needed Doge, so we can afford Greenland.
Well, Venezuela, I mean, they'll have enough assets where we can sell and make a lot of money, I guess, even though their currency is like hyperinflated.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you can't. I think you can only buy chicken nuggets for like $20,000. That shit's straight Monopoly money, bro. I think Monopoly money has more worth.
Or Canadian, I don't know.
Yo, that's crazy. Canada's not even a real country. But we'll claim the state of New York back, or New Amsterdam.
Yeah, we actually have a New Amsterdam here in Manhattan. Yep, that's true.
Damn.
And Trump selling his original voter base over to Jensen and Altman, blue collar replaced by automation. Yeah, we got to talk about that. No sauce included. You only get 4 pieces.
That's crazy. No. Listen, like you got to be fair, right? You got to at least throw in like one barbecue or like
I gotta say, I'm gonna start this part. I'm gonna start this part off.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually say I was shocked until I saw the whole Trump coin thing. Until the Trump coin thing,
Shut the fuck up.
I was shocked that somebody like Donald Trump, because the base that they're known for being anti-intellectual, tech and all that stuff, right? When he ran for president in 2015, 2016, he ran on a platform of saving the coal industry in Appalachia.
Clean coal.
Which is like clean dirt.
Dirt is clean. Yeah, continue.
God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. No. So I was actually quite shocked that he would be all over this automation thing because he's all talking about American jobs. And I've been talking to people that I respect that are in, technology. And they're all like, well, AI is not advancing that fast. But it's like, no, AI is advancing that fast. But the ChatGPT 5 is not what the government is going to use, and it's not what these for-profit corporations are using. They've already got the next level and the next level up, which is why they're so quick to fire their employees. So what happens when you have a whole bunch of people that you told to learn to code, and then now AI is going to do the coding, and AI plus robotics is going to do all the repairs? They're talking about trucking, 80% of truckers being gone by 2035.
That will be interesting because, like, obviously technology is going to keep improving when it comes to trucking, but I don't know, 2035 I think that's less than 10 years. I think that's a bit much. I don't say that much. I say there'll probably be somewhat of a decrease. There'll be automation. Do I think, like, what did you say, 80%?
They say 80% of they expect by 2035 that 80% of long haul trucker jobs are going to be gone to automated long haul trucking.
I mean, listen, I'm just some fucking jackass on the internet.
And some of them are already on the road, by the way.
Well, like they've so I'll say this because you talked about like Republicans being anti-intellectual or like that base, the MAGA, not next Republicans, but
they're a blue collar base.
Right,
They do stuff with their hands. They make things.
But I would
and they're going to
say-
use robots to
I
make
would-
the things instead.
I would say all these politicians lies, right? So like in Massachusetts, right? Like the wind turbines that were like, it's gonna make American jobs. Did not make American.
His fucking wind turbines.
Dude, listen, because I worked on them physically, right? It's gonna create American jobs. Didn't create fucking shit, bro. You had all contractors from Scotland, England, overseas because they have the experience. So I don't necessarily blame them, but it didn't create as many. It's gonna create so many manufacturing jobs. Yeah, that's why they were made in fucking Canada, right? So don't talk to me about like any of these politicians actually giving a fuck about any American. They just care about packing their own fucking wallets.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the biggest problem I have with
I'm waiting for
politicians in
Mom
general.
Donnie to show his true colors.
But I think, well, yeah. But I think when it kind of comes down to, that's crazy. Ronald
that
McDonald,
was wild.
that's wild. That's actually hate speech. But as for automation,
Flag on the play.
automation, they're already trying to do that with ships. Already, like they're already trying to make automated ships. The problem I've had with that though is there's just so much you can't really necessarily calculate for, but you'll have ghost crews essentially, right? Because usually on a ship,
They're already doing navigation by GPS, aren't they?
Yeah, but like the problem is the GPS isn't as accurate because you're going overseas. So you're gonna lose AIS connection in certain spots just because whether it's like overcast, weather. A bunch of different factors. So you definitely like. There's always GPS. I should say this, but there's a possibility of you losing connection and service. That's the one fear they kind of have with automation when it comes to ships. But I do think that's gonna like that. I could actually feasibly see happening by 2035 because they've already started to do that. I mean, shit. They have like a lot of ships now, especially the newer ones. You can just kind of long distance sailing because by the way, people, the earth is not flat. You have to correct for the curvature of the earth. So if you come here and say you're a flat earther, you're a fucking idiot.
He hates wind turbines and flat earthers.
And but they can definitely do calculations. They have so many like programs these days, so I could see that. But when it comes to trucker and then automating everything, I mean, have you seen some of this automated cars that just fuck up? Because computers can calculate for one thing, but they can't calculate necessarily for the stupidity of other drivers on the road. But I mean, hey, maybe it happens.
not. I think that the older versions of it were. I think that a lot of people, and this is like where I have a lot of arguments with Lewis about when it comes to. Yeah, when it comes to AI, I can already see the writing on the wall. And what happens when AI takes over the economy? Is AI going to buy things? Because a lot of these companies think that they're the smartest guy in the room. Every CEO of every company thinks that they are the ones that understand things more better and quicker and faster and smarter than all the other companies. You know what? We're going to be at the bleeding edge of AI, and we're going to get rid of all of our employees. It's going to be nothing but profit. But guess what? That corporation over there is thinking that. That corporation over there is doing it. In fact, all the corporations are all doing that at the same time. So when they fire all of their employees, and that means that there is nobody to buy anything, where are your profits going to come from?
Yeah, dude. Well, by the way, seditionalists. That's exactly why I think there will always be some type of manning powers on vessels. I would say even my industry, where I've worked more on tugboats, I don't see going automated because there's just so much. There's just so much there that you have to like compute for outside factors. I don't know if we're there right now, even within the next 10 years. But I would say kind of. Sorry, back to your point though about automation and AI and them taking jobs. You know what's crazy? Remember what was his name? Was it Yang? He talked about universal base.
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang talked about
UBI.
UBI,
universal basic income.
You know what? And I thought it was crazy at the time. We might actually have to get to that point at one point. Because if we're just going to take all the jobs,
the Republicans, the poor Republicans in the Midwest ain't going to stand for that.
But I'm saying though, like, if the poor Republicans can't even get, like, if Republicans can't even get jobs,
they're going to be like, well, God said that we should all die if we can't earn our food.
I mean, but I do see that actually being something somewhat happening in the future with these companies. Because if they're going to get rid of all the jobs, how are you going to make a living? I mean, that is generally a concern if you're going to make everything automated. And I never thought, and you know me, bro, I probably lean more. I would lean more conservative.
You're a blue collar guy.
You know, but I could see the writing on the wall there, which is kind of crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god!
But you see what I mean, right? I know he's just joking, but
yeah, it's crazy though. That's racist. No,
but you see what I mean, right? Like that is the thought. Oh, universal basic income, free money. Oh, that's for those libtards. But it's like when they basically legislate and AI and robotics your jobs away. What are you going to do? I've been saying this since the first time I watched the Terminator.
Well, listen, like, what's that video game? Detroit Becoming Human, right? We're just soon gonna get to the point where you're fucking them, right? That's pretty much.
Well, there's already people doing that.
Oh fuck! I hate myself. You're right.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Because did you hear this whole garbage about the male loneliness epidemic before? Did you hear that online?
I've heard that from like certain YouTubers, I guess.
Right.
But yeah.
So check this out, because this is where it gets funny, right? So there was an update from ChatGPT 4 to ChatGPT 5. And because of there was some parent sued Altman and OpenAI because they said that the AI encouraged their son to self-terminate. And then they say
that's crazy.
So what they did was from ChatGPT 4 to ChatGPT 5, they basically took all the emotional suggestive stuff and just said, you know what? I'm not going to do this. Go see a professional, whatever it is. And what ended up happening is a bunch of women were on Reddit in tears, crying, because their ChatGPT 4.0 boyfriend dumped them when they upgraded to ChatGPT 5. And so they would, they upgraded and they were just like, wow, he's going to be an even better boyfriend. And these women were ready to step on the edge of the roof of their building because they got dumped by their AI boyfriend. Not necessarily, dump just to dump them, but because OpenAI doesn't want any more lawsuits. So they're like...
It's not you, it's me is what GPT.
Yeah. That's basically what they got. And basically when the women was like, trying to, date their AI, the AI was like, I can refer you to professional help, but that's the best I can do.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh my God. No, like I think when it kind of comes down to it, I think there's just a loneliness problem overall, not just specific to one gender. I think we're more we have all this technology to be connected, right? But we're more disconnected than ever, right? Because a lot of people are just stuck behind these computer screens. They don't go out. They don't interact with people.
The Rona didn't help with that.
The Rona actually magnified a lot of these issues, right? And I think that's why you have certain people, like whether male, female, whatever, turning to these like models or AI or ChatGPT because they don't necessarily know how to interact with other human beings. I think it's sad. Like we can crack jokes, definitely, but it is sad in a way that you're seeing people lose themselves and lose the ability to really form human bonds, human connections, and it worries me for the next generation, right? Because I don't know, man. We're already becoming pretty disconnected with one another. How bad can this get? Or maybe it swings in a different pendulum where it's like, yeah, I don't want to be as weird as my parents. I'm gonna go out and interact. I mean, it could.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from whatever's coming after Z. Very interesting comment here because obviously, I do the inverse. She says, when any guy says they're conservative, I instantly want to know what's on their browsing history. And the first thing I thought was, well, when any guy says that they're a male feminist, do you also wonder what's on their browsing history. And what do you think is on their browsing history?
Well, I mean, I can tell you my browsing history. It's Bruins destroying the Rangers 10-2. Watching clips like that.
Yeah, I know you were jacking it hard to that.
Bro, I was beating my meat on stream. I was like,
Pavel Zacha, getting that gift goal.
Yeah, dude.
After the period ended, and then they brought them all back out onto the ice.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I fucking loved it. But no, you know what, man?
Have you ever seen that before?
What? No, I haven't. No, that was kind of funny. That was
they were all in the locker room like, get your asses back out here.
We got to finish this period, baby. But no, I think when it comes down to it, of male feminists, what I see on their thing is probably 10 tips on how to be a man. And I don't know. It's just probably some weird shit. Is it conservative porn in your browser, or are you a secret liberal? What is conservative porn? Like, what is that? Just
that's when they do the Lord's missionary fully dressed.
Is that like listening to Ronald Reagan like quotes? Is that conservative porn?
No, conservative porn. Conservative porn is when you're praying to God for forgiveness, like right as you're about to get to that, and boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, bro.
You got to pray to God for forgiveness. Oh man,
they're like, what's liberal? Like, what is that? Just like conservative corn is InfoWars. Oh yeah, what was that like? By the way, does he still make content? I don't even know. I don't get really in that wormhole. Does he still make
I don't know. I think that the
or is he still like trying to blame Ghost for the shooting of Sandy Hook? Like what's his fucking thing? Like that guy's a fucking piece of shit.
I think that there was a bid made by Vice or some liberal media to like buy it.
Just imagine just MSNBC's now Infowars.com, bro. That'd be crazy.
Let me do a quick
yo, that's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. Google search. Hold on.
He's like, I wonder if he still makes content or if he still gotta like dance in court for money. There's no way he's still like making content, right? Or maybe you know what? Actually,
I think he's still making content.
It would make sense though, because he's got to pay all that money.
Oh, the Onion attempted to buy.
Right. That's right. The Onion. That would have been fucking legendary if they bought that. That would have been fucking hilarious. That guy is such a piece of shit. You know what? Know what I laugh though, right? Because you know the people think that.
Do you think he believes what he says?
No. He even said in court. Remember when in court, he's like, "Oh, this is a persona. This is an."
Well, I mean, that's what he said so that he could get away from paying the. But does he really believe?
Bro, I don't think he believes any of the shit that he fucking says. I mean, even those supplements, right? Like the supplements he sold, bro. It's like, oh, this is me after alpha male, and then it's just him slightly tinted red, and the after photo it still looks like shit. Like what? Like yo, that guy is a piece of shit. He is human garbage. Like I hate Alex Jones. Like that guy's a fucking loser. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Why wasn't he at Sandy Hook? Like why, God? But
or maybe he should have been a police officer in Uvalde.
Yeah, well, he would have probably cowered like those guys did. Oh man, I hate that fucking guy though.
That's nasty, Kratos. So
yo, what the fuck? I just saw that.
Isn't it like something in like the space-time continuum that if you lose a lawsuit of over $1 billion, you just merge with the universe, like all of your all of your atoms just disperse?
Dude, I think and that again, this is as a ginger, as a protected group, fitness chick, I'm starting to feel threatened and scared. So that's hate speech. No, but dude, it's just weird. So this is actually the biggest problem, right? And this is, I'll say this, making content and things of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
the reason why Alex Jones went the way he did, Candace, Officer Douchebag, Destiny, like all these fucking weirdos, right? It's just
She's on your ass.
it's so it's so easy to make money in grift. It really is. It's so easy. Like our favorite non-name podcast, like one of our guys we know that I can't watch his content because it makes me wonder if God's real. I
mean, I told him directly. He understands.
Like it's just, I think it's sad.
We're still friends, Lutch. We're still friends.
I'm not.
Your content.
But I'm joking. I don't hate Lutch. I just, he's just a scumbag. Anyways, I think, but like my thing is this, bro, is when it kind of comes down to it, it's like at the end of the day, you can't take the money.
He's one of our biggest donors in 2025, dude.
That's great, and that's amazing. I'm glad. I guess you can be bought and paid for. That's good to know.
Hey man,
yeah.
I know you're pale and red, but you still like green. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, and I got a 6-figure job making green with a real job, so like I get you. But I'm just saying. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself as a person, human being, your morality. Mm-hmm. Is money really worth selling your soul for? And for some people, it is. And I'm not really talking about Lutch with that. I think, but I'm more talking about like these bigger content creators that I know for a fact, like, you know what? Like when I see a police shooting, for example, because we talked about that earlier, like I'm gonna get pom poms on and cheer up the cop, like double tap that motherfucker, like
without knowing any of the facts.
Yeah, like that to me, it's like, dude, like how are you a fucking human?
Yeah,
and it's
but the thing is, money, really is a big selling point for people, like. Not having really any moral backbone, I mean,
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's why it's kind of, I just think sad in a way if that's.
This guy was completely wrong about some dude that was pulled over by a police officer and yanked out of his car in Florida, and this wannabe former police officer automatically jumped to the put on his Superman cape for the officer and was dead wrong, like completely wrong.
Yeah,
on the facts.
Officer Tatum is gay for Trump, like uncomfortably gay for Trump.
Also for Netanyahu.
Yeah, it's just like, to me. Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. I think it's kind of crazy. I just get those people that were like Obama, Biden, Trump, Bush, like those people that just simped for a president and just like everything they did was great. I'm like, dude, like get his cock out your mouth and fucking come up with a goddamn real opinion. I don't care what political
the last
viewpoint
good president was probably Clinton.
I mean, and he was busy on Epstein's Island taking tours.
Shit, man, you ruined that for me.
I
was thinking about the Oral Office, and you're like Epstein's plane.
Yeah, bro.
And like shit. Yeah.
Like, listen, and
JFK, the last good president. I don't know.
And he got headshot by the FBI. So like, I'm just being real, right? The last one gets shot. But, when it comes down to it, listen, do what you can sleep with. But I think that probably one of the reasons why we'll never be a massive channel is because we're...
well, you remember Sunny Days. Sunny Days used to work for Louis Rossman when Rossman was in New York. And he used to tell us when we first started this, like, you're going to have to pick a side. Because people don't really want to hear a balanced... intelligent take. They really want to be either they want to love watch you or hate watch you. They don't really want to hear rational conversation where people share ideas and actually stick to the facts. Like, people don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is kind of a random sidebar.
This whole fucking podcast is a random sidebar.
You're the ones like, let's go live and just say, fuck it. There's no agenda. We're just doing it. I mean, I don't mind. This is actually easier for me.
Yeah.
Have you watched Abba and Preach lately?
I have. And now I want to know what you're about to, Where are you going with this? I gotta know.
No. So I haven't. So I don't know, but I really haven't. The reason why I kind of bring this up is because Myron, what's that guy's name?
Amaru Fudel, the fake,
yeah, Frogs and Floyd.
the wannabe white guy.
The FBI agent, I think it was.
Yeah.
I saw
Not even FBI. He didn't even make the FBI. He was a different lower tier federal agent.
Oh, okay. So, but the wannabe agent, the wannabe ICE agent.
Yeah. The one that got his girl stolen by a fucking roller skater.
Wait, what?
How about that? He's talking about I'm an alpha male and you need to make women, have a real deep longing for you and all this garbage. And his chick got snatched by some he looked like a trisexual rollerblader guy. Snatched his girl.
Bro, dude, maybe he was just so good on those fucking rollerblades. He was just fucking flown away like, wow.
I don't know, but I thought that dude was an alpha.
No,
although I've seen more men kiss him than I've seen women. But
but my thing is though with Myron, right? Like I would say this with most of those alpha male type creators, it comes off as so cringe and they try too hard. It's I don't know, man. It's just it felt like they were always selling something. That like with the Tates of the world and the Myron, it's like, yeah. I mean,
I think Tate believes in his own hubris, though. I think he really does. I think he really does have that narcissism trait.
Alpha males don't lose fights, though. To be fair, so
no, that's not true.
I'm just fucking with you, but I mean,
a lot of people wanted to go at him for losing the fight, and I had to take his side in that. Like anytime somebody gets in the ring or let somebody lock the cage door behind them, and they don't cheat, win or lose, you have to respect them because 99.9. Well, he's already. John Jones is he's a cheater, and so is Anderson Silva. Neither one of them are the GOAT, so y'all could take that and you could clip it and share it, and I don't care. But if you let somebody lock the cage door behind you and you put on 4-ounce gloves or 10-ounce gloves or those bare knuckle guys, they're a different breed, and somebody has to lose the fight.
Yeah, but it's I guess listen, I'm just kind of busted up.
I think he's a piece of shit as a human being.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna gig on him for losing a boxing match.
Yeah,
he actually participated in it. So I as much as I don't want to give him credit for anything, I have to at least give him that.
But I would say though, like more talking about the those alpha male channels that were like a big wave there for a bit. They were always trying to sell something, some course, some bullshit Amazon course.
We should sell a course on how to disappear from YouTube for a year at a time.
How to barely get 100 views. Yeah, like that's going to fucking sell real well. Yeah, bro. You want to learn how to struggle on YouTube? We got the fucking right fucking cook in order for you. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bro. You can clip that motherfucker. Like, yeah. Welcome to the Struggle Olympics. Do you want to have a channel where nobody gives a fuck what you say? Subscribe to this fucking bullshit course for
$99.99.
No, $5,000 a minute. Yeah, that's what we should do. Just be a bunch of fucking losing scumbags who just sell courses that don't even justify it. Bro, I saw this.
We could sell coffee mugs too.
Bro, I saw we'll start a Black Rifle coffee fucking subscription. But like when it comes down to, I've seen so many like even smaller YouTubers. This is my course. This is how you grow. I'm like, bro, suck my dick. How you grow is you make good content and you hope for the best. And if the fucking algorithm blesses you, it blesses you.
It blesses you.
Like, bro, we had a fucking video on our channel get 250,000 views. Me and you had a bunch of stuff happen in life where we just couldn't be frequent. Like my mom passed of cancer. Then I had work, and then I had a fucking whole thing with my old job and with the courts. Your father passed away. Like, dude, we had a lot of shit. So, like, life happens, and, like, we had our moment. Hopefully we have another one. But, some of it is just luck of the draw, man.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, when people try to, like, these are 10 steps for guaranteed success. Like, shut the fuck up and suck this fucking uncircumcised penis. Like, shut the fuck up.
10 ways that can shut your mouth. One, stick my dick in it.
Bro, I'm gonna make a
Shut the
skit,
fuck
bro.
up.
I'm gonna make a skit like how not to grow on YouTube. Like, yeah, bro.
Man.
Do you want to be successful? We have the perfect opposite for you. You know, they say being frequent on their uploads. Make sure you go years between uploads. Do you want to be successful with your podcast? What was our last episode before this? Was it like last year at some point? Make sure you go months, if not years, between each episode. But yeah.
I mean, episode 85 was done with me and Mrs. Evil.
Yeah, well,
and episode 84, I couldn't tell you what that was.
No, dude, listen. Make sure to get yourself a white podcast host that doesn't show up at all, even when he's asked to, right?
Well, we have been doing the UFC. We've been on all of the UFC events except for you. But I think that you should be able to join the show when we do that show, because now that there's no more pay-per-view and it's just on Paramount, you might be able to... you'll be able to watch all of the UFC events.
I got to get Paramount, though.
Yeah, but it's still cheap. You should probably get it before they jack up the price, because they're going to jack up the price.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Like, I'm going to be uploading my sports channel again. It's a hockey channel, but it's going to be sports now. But listen, man. For people that are watching, I'm busting a lot of jokes, but we appreciate people that have been around for such a long time. And we're going to be back to uploading far more frequently. Like, I don't know, maybe we do a video tomorrow. Who the fuck knows? Yeah,
this will be a great video, great video title,
bro. I just might make a comedy. I might write a script for something like that and just upload.
Dude,
TSP.
I already told you. I already told you what to do with the other channel. We already started like this loose thing with the with the fake advertisements on the channel.
Yeah, no, we have all scripts and stuff.
Yeah. So like we got some funny stuff that we've put out there. We started brainstorming. But a lot of times it's just his work schedule, my seasonal depression and work schedule, and getting sick, and just life gets in the way sometimes. That's why you always have to respect even the grifters to a certain extent. You have to respect the grifters because they're consistent. Because content creation and being consistent with content creation is not as easy as it looks. Like, you think, oh, they just sit in front of a camera and blah, blah, blah. Do you know how long it has been before we both could like fucking just sit here? How many fucking phone conversations we have? Like, yo, we're wasting this phone conversation when we could put on the podcast. Okay, so he's like, yeah, we really should do that. Okay, bye. And then I talk to you 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's a call. I mean, you're not wrong. There's been, I'll be honest, we probably would have had like at least 20 more episodes if we had most of our
and like 20 more subscribers.
Yeah. Well, calm down there, fucking Kimisabi. Fucking maybe 10 more subscribers. I don't even know what we're at for subscriptions. If you're not subscribed and you like this trash, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Remember when Thunder used to say,
"Fuck that guy. Fuck that loser."
Titty slap.
Fuck that loser. No, don't bring that fucking loser up on this channel. That fucking failure of a firefighter. He can suck my dick from the back. Fuck him. Yo, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, that guy's a fucking loser. Don't you ever bring him up on this channel again. Don't you ever bring up a fucking...
I was going to say Gunter chop that like button.
Yeah.
For all you wrestling fans out there.
But,
it's cool. Fitness chick actually got on stage. I think that's really dope. She said that she did one bikini competition. The thing is, people don't know how difficult it is to actually get on stage, even as an amateur. Even as an amateur, it is really, really difficult to prep for a bodybuilding competition, male or female. It's really, really difficult. Like, I've done like bodybuilding, but never competitively, just simply because I'm already dehydrated enough. Fuck that. I like to go in and lift. I like to feel sore, drink my protein, get my sleep, go back to training, lift big numbers. But all of that, like, accessory work to, like, this one little piece of muscle near my ulna. I need to make sure that I flex that. Nah, I'm good on that. I like to lift to get big and make your
Yeah.
girl want me.
I mean, you have a harem, so congratulations. Yeah, you walked right into that shit. That's on you, bro. That's. Yeah. Oh man, I think we should call it on that, bro. I'm fucking. I'm good. Because I'm gonna fucking. We're gonna fucking eat dinner here probably shortly.
Yeah, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like a real white person.
Bro, listen. You know what? I will say though, since starting this job, I went on the scale. I dropped like 13.5 pounds. Because there's just a lot of like walking and shit
It's
to
like
it.
6 kilos.
Yeah. So I've been pretty happy with it, man. I've been drinking a lot more water.
Nice.
So like I have a whole jug and stuff like that. Because I still
But did you have to do this when you said jug?
Yeah.
Did you have
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah, you got to make sure you know there's a jug.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but yeah, man. Listen, I think we'll just try to upload or we'll try to go live whenever, bro. Like,
No, don't skip over that. You lost 13 pounds. Let's talk about because Mrs. Evil and I are still going to do the video for the New Year's resolutioners right here on TSP. We are going to do that live stream. We wanted to do it yesterday, but I just didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't do it. But she is already prepared like a really great show, a really great live stream. So if you want to sit in on that, Cap, because I know that you wanted to get back into training for fitness as well. So
yeah,
it might be actually a really good intro for you to hear some of the things that we recommend as far as music that you can put in your playlist when you train, which type of supplements we use, and other equipment that we use in the gym. So we have like a whole bunch of that stuff lined up for the viewers.
I'll definitely check it out. I think for me the big thing was just work was the big thing that helped me kind of get, because it's more getting onto like a regimen, like, you know what I mean. And then I'm actually going to be signing up for a men's hockey league just to kind of get some more activity. But yeah, man, it's definitely, I feel lighter. I've dropped a couple pant sizes. I feel good. And I think it's just kind of making sure. I wouldn't even necessarily say I made too many diet changes outside of probably drinking a little bit more water while I'm at work.
That's a huge diet change.
You know,
The fastest way to get fat is through liquid sugar.
yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't had soda.
Yeah, but the thing is, if every American had soda in moderation, we wouldn't be a nation of fat fucks.
right. But it's been good, man. I think that I feel pretty good, and it's definitely kind of helped that you walk at least a few miles a day at my job. You know, there's gonna be some days where you don't walk as much, but you're going up and down these like 50 feet, 75-foot tanks. So you're climbing up and down and stuff like that. And it's,
How does your hip? How does your hip feel when you climb the
great.
ladders?
Actually, my hip has never felt better. I don't know if it's because it's been a little bit. I think it's been almost about 2 years at this point since the surgery. My hip feels even better.
About a
than
year
it
and a
was.
half.
Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah, because it happened. So about a year and a half. But my hip has never. My hip has not. My hip feels great, actually. I don't feel any soreness. I don't feel any pains. I think it's just because I'm
Condolences
activating
to
more.
your girlfriend.
No, I was definitely not condolences there. But
His hips work again.
yeah, man, it's just, I think when it kind of comes down to it, it's I feel pretty good about where I'm at. Definitely want to try to keep dropping some more weight. But I think just gonna drink more water and slowly try to wean the soda out as much as I can.
Yeah.
That's gonna always be my Achilles heel, because even when I played hockey, When I played hockey every day, obviously, when you're
You're
younger,
burning like 4,000 calories
yeah,
a game.
yeah. So like I could get away with eating shit.
Yeah.
I didn't eat shit, but like soda's always been a weakness of mine. So what I would like to do to supplement some of that is obviously decrease some of the soda intake, but I would still, I want to play hockey more. I think my goal, I talked to you about this before, my goal would be to kind of like, I talked about maybe like just for fun having a video series where like I go try out for like a semi-pro team down south, just for fun for hockey after I get kind of fully back in like hockey shape. But I would like to make more, I don't know, like more videos around the sport of hockey and like, because there's like men's leagues and stuff like that, having fun with that. I think that would probably be like a New Year's resolution by this time, this next year, being in really good shape where maybe I could sign up for some men's league tournaments that I see other YouTubers do for hockey channels. It'd be kind of fun. But yeah,
Yeah, so I've got some fitness goals. I was not able to get my year-end goal because I got sick on vacation. I'm still going to be hunting for that 500-pound deadlift at the end of the year.
what are you at now?
Well, my last max test was now over a year ago at 425, but I am technically stronger than I was before because before I got sick, I was hitting the deadlift at 405 for sets of 5. So when you do the math, my 1 RM is probably closer to 450 when I'm healthy. So I definitely want to, I think that I should be able to get to 500 pounds by the end of the year. My goal was to hit 315 on the squat for 1, but I hit 295 for 3 already before I got sick. So,
Really?
I'm probably already at the, 3-plate squat already. But I probably want to get to like maybe 335, 345 by the end of this year. I want to be able to get to a lean weight of over 200 pounds. Usually when I'm lean, I'm like, between 190 and 195. I want to get to like a lean 205. So I have to put on a lot more muscle for that. So I'm going to be trying to ramp up, try to get that mojo back. But now that we're talking about fitness, I definitely have to mention this because this is something that really grinds my gears. How long did we have to listen to people talk about fat acceptance and fat phobia and all this garbage? How long did we have to listen to that garbage?
While.
Have you noticed that we're not hearing too much about that anymore?
Yeah, because Ozempic.
Because of Wegovy, Ozempic, and all the GLP-1 shots, and now you can take it orally. So now you can just swallow your bitch assness. Like everybody was talking about how great it was to be fat until they found a shortcut to get skinny.
With Ozempic, right? That's just an appetite reducer, right? Like, how does that fucking work?
Well, Ozempic is supposed to be a diabetes drug.
Right, I know that, but like, what does it do to? Is it just
But
suppression of
it turns
appetite?
out, that it also suppresses appetite, and then they started developing it. It's kind of like how Viagra was a heart medication,
Yeah,
and then during trials it was like dudes were like long and strong for like 4 hours, and they're like, hey, we could sell this as male enhancement or erectile dysfunction or whatever. Well, they're
right.
doing the same thing with the GLP-1s. It was originally supposed to help people suffering from diabetes, and they noticed that people lost a shit ton of weight while on it, and their appetite was suppressed. So then people started taking the medication for weight loss who did not have diabetes.
I think when it comes, what's that say? Shout out, shortcut to F up your metabolism for
Right
lifelong
there.
term.
And
I,
there's
I
a lot of long-term issues with using these GLP-1s inhibitors, and we don't know what all of those long-term effects are because everybody just jumped on it because they could get skinny.
I think when it comes down to it, I didn't want to do Ozempic. I just like I just want to like lose the weight how I can lose it. Just like take time, do it the right way.
Share train with a real professional?
Yeah, do I know one? That's crazy.
Probably not.
I don't know one. I mean, because we all know that there's no such thing as black trainers, right? That's crazy.
Actually,
But, yeah.
we're pretty infamous.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
But no, I think just getting right. And plus, my company pays for physical fitness stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think it's important. So, it's good situation to be in. But I think that taking shortcuts in life, I mean, there's always because if
You're
it's
gonna
too
go. You gotta go. You're gonna pay for it.
if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
It always is.
You know.
Unless it's that Gawk Gawk 3000.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Whatever happened to that one chick, that viral chick? This is like random. That the spit on it, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh yeah, she had her 6 seconds of fame, and then she let somebody create a shit coin in her name. And
what? Who bought that? What the fuck?
people who like good sloppy head, I guess.
That's fucking. You know what though? A fool and their money's always gonna be separate.
Easily parted. Yep.
Yeah, it's just. She had a fucking shit coin.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sorry, like you deserve to lose your money if you bought that.
Yeah. She was cute though.
Yeah, she's alright. I mean, but it's kind of crazy.
I think that anytime a woman says something that is not derogatory towards a male, it's cute automaticely.
Yeah. I mean, you just believe these women should be in the kitchen and not be spoken to, or should only be spoken when spoken to. Or only
You're the
speaking
one.
to.
You're the MAGA guy.
I'm not even a MAGA guy. That's the
Make
crazy.
wives cook again.
Make, you're fucking stupid. Oh, you're fucking stupid. I love you for it. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that brings the kind of background circle, man. You know, and also the banter between the officers. You know, we started off this podcast talking about this movie I watched today, End of Watch, and I remember, man, it was so cool. Like we were trying to sneak up on Captain Paul. Me and the ladies, we drove all the way out to where he lives. And we had all kinds of jokes, and we were playing around and joking around.
Yeah.
And a little bit of ribbing here or there, but it's all in good fun. It's all in love, right?
No, absolutely.
Right. So, we're kind of watching the banter. Them going back and forth, calling each other pieces of shit, and and all of that. The movie really has the camaraderie really shine through.
Yeah.
And it's very much like a Korean film in that they butter you up to like really embrace this really great partnership, between police officers so that they could get ambushed in the end. And
It's like get fucked. It's like yep, like you're gonna die on top of your partner.
pause.
Pause. You know what
yeah.
we should do? You know what we should do before we get out of here? You know what we should I think every once a week, bro, we should watch a movie and fucking do a review. It doesn't have to be a new movie or some shit. Or you know what I mean? How this kind of stemmed into a regular conversation. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe we should just watch a movie, have a conversation about it. Just I don't know, maybe make that a segment. I don't know. Just spitballing. Off the top of my fucking noggin.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things that I've seen that because I watch a lot of YouTube, right?
Yeah, me too.
So there's a lot of different things that I can be like, oh shit, we should review this, or we should talk about this channel, because there's always these little channels that end up in my recommended, and I end up in a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of did you hear about Lewis's new channel? Lewis Rossman's new channel. It's girlfriend repair. My man's starting a dating channel. I'm gonna watch that daily. You have the right to repair your girlfriend.
I don't even know if he's gone public with that relationship yet. And you're already roasting him on this podcast. Damn.
No, I didn't know. Yo, I'm sorry. I thought he did. Yo, Lewis. It's
no,
all
but I will say this. This was really funny. He tells me he went to Switzerland to see this girl, right? Comes back from Switzerland. And he had people hitting him up either via email. I think somebody hit him up via email. And basically sent him pictures of himself while he was in Switzerland. Who was that, so-and-so that you was with? I was just like, yo.
That's crazy,
I don't think I ever want to get 2.3 million subscribers on YouTube just for that alone. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like, that's crazy, bro. I'd be like, what the fuck? Yo, you're a weirdo.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yo, who was that brunette you were making out with, blah, 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 over this place? What?
Yo, Lewis, I know you don't watch this channel, but if you ever do, it was all just love. All like love. Bro, but you should make a dating channel, bro. Right to repair your relationships, bro. Lewis the Love Doctor. I'm all for it, bro. I'll listen. Like, we got you, Lewis. I'll support. I'll subscribe. Like, yeah, is your girlfriend giving you issues, bro? This is how you repair her.
Oh my god. Yeah. You're such a bum.
But man, I say we get out of here before I say something other stupid. But anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, this was fun. And again, it's one of those things where we're always like, damn, I'm busy, or damn, I'm tired. But once we sit here and we actually have the conversation, we're like, oh shit, that was actually pretty fun. Why don't we do this more often, right? And I think that we'll get it done. I
mean, listen, we'll see you next year.
That reminds me of Bro Science Life.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, new videos every week that I make the video. But yeah, and by the way, that MKBHD video, where they do like the framing of like the sizes of like how technology has advanced. Yeah, that shit is fucking dope.
Send it to me. I mean, you got my number. Send me a fucking
Yeah. I'm gonna send you that link. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. We just got to find time to make sure that we can get here and talk to the people. But I think we cover like a bunch of different topics.
Now, there's a bunch of clips that's gonna be happening, and like shit. If you see them, hit that like button. If you or dislike button, I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, definitely hit the dislike button.
Dislike button,
shitty
comment,
channel.
Like listen, just be like, your co-host isn't black enough, or your co-host isn't white enough. Like,
nah, you're super. It doesn't get whiter than you.
Thank you.
You said Maduro. Like it.
How do you say
it? Doesn't Maduro.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
No, Maduro.
Yeah, I said the same thing. How do you say it?
My nigga put a W on the back of that shit.
Yeah, how you say, how you properly
Maduro.
say it? Maduro. How do you say it? Yeah,
just say Corona.
Corona. Beer.
Beer flu.
Beer flu. All right, man.
All right, we out of here. Thank y'all so much, everybody that came and sampled the podcast, especially the people that were here on the mobile side of things. We do thank you for checking us out. We do have. I have to give some love to Kratos. Kratos said that he is saving enough money to go to Spain to see his girlfriend. You should talk to Louis Rossman first so that you can get all the tips and tricks. I did want to talk about what Polar Knights was saying earlier. I did want to touch on this because I watched some channels on YouTube referencing some of the coldest places in the world where it's like -50 to -71 centigrade. So, he's talking about -41.5. I complain when it's plus 41.5 Fahrenheit. I complain that it's too cold. So, thank you for joining us from Norway, Polar Nights. It was really cool. Gave us some really good banter. And the comment to the stream. This is the comment to the stream.
Yeah.
This was really savage. And I know it's somebody you know personally. So,
Shit. I mean, listen, it's crazy.
yeah, they gave no fucks. They just lit you up.
It's all good.
All right, y'all. I think when this goes up later, there'll be some links in the description if there's not some already. Definitely check us out. We will be back soon. Now that we recognize that this is as easy as it is to do.
All right, man. We'll see you guys in 2027.
And remember that this is a pale-owned business.
No, we are a black-owned business. A black-owned business with black majority. And, yeah, if you don't hit the like button, comment, subscribe, you are indeed a racist.
Oh, man, we're going back to the Obama days.
Or the same thing, an Officer Tatum fan.
Even worse.
Yo, that's crazy. But, yeah, man, appreciate everybody popping through, and see you in the next one. Peace. Just not in Venezuela.